you don't seem to have a problem with thinking that you can do things that you put your mind to. It's just that on things I've heard you say, it's like you wouldn't even feel like you necessarily deserve the outcome after you did it.
Right.
That it's part of it. Go ahead.
Exactly. I have a real bad problem with people pleasing. And I think, I mean, I'm not a therapist. You might know, you're a doctor. I've been to counseling. I've come to the conclusion that it's from growing up with a father that always told me I was a piece of shit. Now, let me be clear. I'm over all these father issues. I'm over all the daddy bullshit. Like, I've moved on from it. I'm just stating the facts that I grew up literally with the dad, and this is nothing against my dad. My dad is still alive. We don't have a relationship. I still love him very much. But I grew up with a father that told me every day, you know, I was a straight A student. I played every single sport. I was a good kid. I was a teacher's pet. I was the ideal son, right? Never good enough, ever. Every day. You're not going to be anything. You're not going to amount to anything. Why, to this day, I don't know. Why he was like that, I have no idea. It's most likely from his father. That's a whole nother session. But so I have a problem with people pleasing where if somebody's mad at me, you know what I mean? Like if you and I were to get in an argument and I made you upset and you said something that implied that you were upset, my mind would be racing. All I would be thinking about is Kyle mad at me? Is Kyle mad at me? You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Happens a lot with my family, you know, because I fucked up so many times before with my mom. We're really close. Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? What did I do? You know, it happens a lot with women in relationships. Insecure, that's the word I was looking for. Insecure. I have a problem with insecurity. If I'm with a woman and she says something that implies that she's upset, not all the time, but sometimes I'll be very, very insecure and I'll think that I did something to piss her off because I want to people please her.
So is all of the overthinking, is it all related to that one thing, wanting to make things right and the validation that you are up to their standards or
Yes, exactly. Validation. Yeah. With the girl, I'd say most of the times I'm secure with myself, and I've had girls tell me, you know, that's what a woman wants. And I'm not trying to get in the whole relationship side. I'm just stating, you know, facts, what I've experienced. In my experience, they said they want somebody that's secure in their own skin. You know what I mean? And then if there's times where I get insecure, where I think, oh my God, are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? That's annoying to people. Not just girls, but people in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like has anyone ever done that to you and you experience the other side of it where someone's doing
Absolutely.
it? And what goes through your mind when you're seeing that? Like, hey, why is this person overreacting or what's
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I think that, but I've been that person. You feel me? I'm taking responsibility. I've been that other person, you know, that's very needy and wants to please everybody. And it all goes back to my dad telling me I'm a piece of shit. I'm never going to amount to anything. I mean, it's pretty simple in my opinion.
Okay, so you were addressing like a root cause of that from a childhood, but at the same time, I've also heard you in the past where it's like all or nothing with you. You either want to people please or you just reject someone and don't want to withdraw and don't want to deal with them. It goes
You're exactly fucking right.
It pendulum swings. So explain that side of it.
You're exactly fucking right, bro. I don't know. That's a really good fucking point, dude. I think maybe because I'm an addict, even though I don't live my life using drugs and alcohol, I've always been an adrenaline junkie. I have the view a lot of times like, look, this is my life. I'm living it. I'm going for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What does that have to do with you rejecting someone? Because overly clingy to then instant rejection, block, I don't want nothing to do with them, fuck them, they're out of my life forever or whatever, kind of like that kind of thing.
I don't know, man. That's a really, wow.
It's two extremes. That's a huge polarity. Someone really, that is more secure with themselves wouldn't be overly clingy in that way, and it wouldn't be overly pushing someone away on the other way. So It's just something we have to be aware of with ourselves. I've done some of these things slightly to where if I feel like disrespected, let's say I liked a girl and I told her I liked her, right? In my mind, I feel like then I'm entitled to their respect just by me telling you that I'm interested in you and I like you. Yes. And if we're around other people, you should show respect to me because I just express myself in a genuine, authentic way, right? And if you're going to put attention on someone else or show, then all of a sudden I feel like maybe I'm getting disrespected in a way to where, but see, I didn't actually earn that. The connection hasn't been verified at that point. Does that make sense? I've done subtle things like this in my life.
You are fucking smart, bro. You are fucking smart, dude. Do you realize the fucking profound shit? My mind is fucking blown, dude. That's fucking crazy. Like real talk.
Yeah.
Why am I like that? Why am I fucking like that? I don't know. Again, maybe my growing up, as I remember my dad, when he was around people, he was either fucking cool as shit with them or he just straight up talked shit about him. Like, oh, fuck that motherfucker. So maybe it's from being around that. I don't know. Maybe it's from being hurt. I don't know why it's always been like that.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. And I've actually been looking more at my own self in the way that I have been trying to form connections. And that, for example, one of my things is I want to know someone else's intention before I start to get closer to them, just so like I have some sort of framework for the connection. And a lot of people I've been seeing, some of the dating coaches are like, hey, don't ask someone else what their intentions are. They might not process information or connections the same way. That would be like immediately meeting someone, be like, hey, what's your intentions with me? You know, that'd be fucking weird to some people. But in my mind, I think like, hey, that's normal just to express yourself. How are you relating to me in this way at this time? So that's something that I've learned about myself that I've kind of let go of. And then also the thing about inappropriate self-disclosure, where you start telling too much about yourself too early to where not everybody likes to reciprocate. You were like, hey, Kyle, I got a felony and I got all this stuff and all this crap's happening. I'm in addiction. Well, if I'm trying to like get to know you, I might feel I have to express something to you that is as equally as open and vulnerable, and it might
feel
obligated and awkward. But to you, you're in recovery. You're used to expressing yourself kind of in that way, and that to me, I might not. If I was just another person, I might think that's really weird and feel obligated or awkward during that interaction, dude. So
right.
These have been big revelations I've had about myself just in the last 6 months with doing interviews and doing research and trying to help others form meaningful connections and things. So
I think, you know, I'm racking my brain right now. I don't know why I've always been all or nothing. And I don't know, is that good or bad? Is that bad?
Ooh, that's funny that you just said that. I have actually communicated that to someone. I literally said, it's either we're going to move towards a meaningful connection or I don't really want to be associated with you. I think go ahead. Why did you do that?
I've done it with family members, with friends, with girls. It doesn't happen a lot, but I think maybe it's my way of coping with things. Like I might tell a person, look, this, and this has happened. Either we can move forward with our relationship or I respectfully
bow out.
I'm not friends with you. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Is that bad?
I don't know. But I feel like if I'm trying to protect myself, I don't want to be in this null zone where like I don't understand what the fuck's going on and my headspace is being like fucking harvested.
With relationships, I've been with girls before where I said, look, I think I mentioned one time there was a girl I dated where she basically said, you're putting God and sobriety over us. And we weren't really serious dating, you know. I said, so you're telling me that you think that I'm putting my God and sobriety before you, and if I'm doing that, you're not okay with that. I said, I'm not trying to be facetious or derogatory. I'm literally trying to communicate with you what the situation is. Is that the situation? She said yes. I said, look, I like you. You're beautiful. You're funny. You're all the things I'm looking for in a girl, but I can't do this. And when I said that, I had a spiritual experience, because if I wasn't working a program, I would have said that. Where the fuck did that come from for me to understand that my God sobriety comes first? And I'm not pushing away, but I'm declining to move forward with a beautiful girl. And what happened after that? She fucking stalked me like a serial killer. You know what I mean?
That would kind of be like if a woman who had a kid, if you were trying to get, start hanging out with her and wanted more of her time, right? And she said, look, I have to focus on my kid right now. They're in school. I'm really interested in you, but obviously my child, the well-being of my child comes before you, right?
Yeah.
I was just trying to give another.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
You told her, I'm putting God and sobriety before you. That's a natural order of priorities for my well-being. So a woman could easily say that to someone else who has a kid themselves. Is like, hey, I'm putting my kid before this relationship. You hear a lot of women say that, right?
Right.
That's exactly. That's all I'm getting at. It's just, we're just giving another example of where people prioritize other things in front of a relationship. So, like, my whole thing is, I think that people should be a team and should be working together and understanding of each other. Like,
I don't know. Like, my gut tells me that if you do that, you're doing the right thing. That's what my gut tells me. That's what my soul, my spiritual being tells me. If you're being like that with somebody, whether it's a girl, a family member, a brother, a sister, that's the right thing to do. Because what's one of the main objectives? You know, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can. The only thing I can change is me fixing what I did wrong and hoping that you accept the amends. You feel me?
Yeah, and you can not allow toxicity into your life. Like, if these conversations were causing you stress, duress, and causing all type of problems, you would be like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? And there's no point. I saw a good TikTok the other day, and the guy was talking about putting God's first, like, putting your spirituality first, but then also following your heart's desire with conviction, to where God wants you to follow your passions and your heart's desire, and you should trust that your heart's desires are correct when you put God first.